Jason and Bryce call the plays. It's prime time, Friday night showdown in a small town dream. Stream it live on YouTube, hear the crowd scream. It's the Friday night showdown, hearts on fire. Small town pride taking us higher. Jason and Bryce, the voices we know, bringing the heat to the football show. Cheerleaders fly, the whole town gathers under the night sky. Jason's got the stats, Bryce brings a flair. Together they're legends, a perfect pair. It's the Friday night showdown, hearts on fire. Small town pride taking us higher. Jason and Bryce, the voices we know, bringing the heat to the football show. Loud, the cheerleaders fly, the whole town gathers under the night sky. Jason's got the stats, Bryce brings the flair. Together they're legends, a perfect pair. It's the Friday night showdown, hearts on fire. Small town pride taking us higher. Jason and Bryce, the voices we know, bringing the heat to the football show. Hail Mary passes and goal line stands. The stories they tell make us all understand. It's not just a game, it's a way of life. With Jason and Bryce, we're alive tonight. It's the Friday night showdown, hearts on fire. Small town pride taking us higher. Jason and Bryce, the voices we know, bringing the heat to the football show.
Crestwood Local School District extends a cordial welcome to each of you. We are pleased you are here tonight. Chagrin Falls High School.
All right, we are live from the top of the hill here in Manaway, Ohio. We're at Crestwood High School, the alma mater of NFL Hall of Famer and Fox Sports toughest player of all time, Jack Lambert. We're at the best football stadium in all of Portage County, Ohio, Jack Lambert Stadium. Tonight, your Crestwood Red Devils welcome the Chagrin Falls Tigers to town. The Tigers come in at 2-3, while your hometown Red Devils are riding a 2-game win streak, also coming into tonight's contest at 2-3. In those 2 wins, Crestwood has outscored their opponents 98-18. Last year, Crestwood traveled to Chagrin Falls and lost 28-0. In the game, the Devils spent a lot of time in the Tigers' red zone, but just couldn't turn those trips into points on the board. The Tigers bent, but never broke. Back then, Crestwood relied on the legs of Nate Blasio to carry them through games. This year, in the backfield, it's a trio of Wyatt Januska, Bobby Bradley, and James Lancaster. Januska has 443 rushing yards through 5 games, averaging an impressive 13.8 yards per carry. Bradley is averaging 7.78 yards per carry, and Lancaster just over 6. Most teams would love to have a player averaging 6 yards per carry, and Crestwood has 3. Chagrin Falls doesn't appear, at least on paper, to be the powerhouse that they were last year. But I temper that statement by saying that tonight we begin conference play in the CVC-VALLEY, and usually the best way to predict games like these are common opponents. And sorry, I'm trying to do 2 things at once. The best way to predict games like these are to compare results against common opponents. The only common opponents so far are the Red Wolves of Cuyahoga Heights. Crestwood lost to the Red Wolves by 4 just a few weeks ago, and Chagrin Falls fell to them last week by 11. I'd say that's just not enough information to make an educated guess on which team has the upper hand tonight. However, Crestwood is both playing at home and riding high after scoring 98 points in their last 2 games. 3 CVC-VALLEY Division teams are 2-3, including Chagrin Falls and Crestwood. And the 3rd team is the Berkshire Badgers, who are hosting the undefeated Rootstown Rovers tonight. So it's not a stretch to suggest that the winner of tonight's contest may find themselves sitting alone in 2nd place in the division. Can Crestwood continue to overcome their slow start to the 2025 season with their 3rd win in a row? Or will the Tigers claw their way to a road victory here at Jack Lambert Stadium? Coming up tonight, it's the Tigers of Chagrin Falls, and it's the Devils of Crestwood, and it's all right here on Friday Night Showdown.
following is a presentation of Infinity Road Media.
All right, the band has taken the field. We're having some issues at the stadium tonight with the scoreboard that they're having some troubles getting it to turn on here. So I'm not sure what the backup plan is, but I think everything's going to be delayed by a few minutes, which gives us a few minutes to discuss some things here. Let's go here. Unfortunately, this is a little bit incorrect. I am the only announcer here tonight. My son, Bryce, who usually accompanies me, is on his honeymoon and should be returning tomorrow, I believe. So we wish Bryce and Iris Honeycutt all the best and safe travels. I understand they've hit every amusement park between here and Florida for their wonderful honeymoons. So we hope to have them back for the next game. Tonight's weather. It's a beautiful night. It's about 68 degrees, sunny, just a few clouds in the sky, not very many. Couldn't ask for a better night for some September football in Northeast Ohio. Let's take a look at those standings we were talking about. In the CVC-VALLEY division, we got two teams that undefeated coming into tonight. First is the crosstown rivals, Rootstown Rovers, just down 44 there, coming in at 5-0, and no surprise to anyone, so are the Kirtland Hornets, also 5-0. The Chagrin Falls Tigers, who we're playing tonight, are 2-3. Crestwood Red Devils, also 2-3. And the Berkshire Badgers, all of them at 2-3. So it's kind of tight in the division right now. I expect that's going to open up here in the next game or so. National anthem is taking place right now. All right, great job by the Crestwood Scarlet Guard, as usual. So Crestwood's got a juggernaut of a schedule coming up. They go to the currently undefeated Rootstown Rovers next week to play the war on State Route 44 versus the Rootstown Rovers. The following week, we'll be home back here for our last home game of the season, week 8 for Berkshire Badgers. They'll come into town, also entering tonight at 2-3. And then we have our final game. I'm sorry, that's not the final game. Week 9, the Kirtland Hornets. We will be at Kirtland. They came here last year and stomped us, so we have to go there this year. And the upcoming schedule for the broadcast schedule is really short. We'll be back here on week 8 for the Berkshire Badgers game. Well, I think the power cut out here for a second. Oh, no, I hope that didn't shut us down. Oh, no. It shut down. The power shut down in the whole booth up here. I hope that didn't kill our broadcast. Okay. All right, we didn't lose you, I don't think. The power went out here, so it blipped and everything went crazy for a second. So the upcoming broadcast schedule is just week 8. We'll be here, back here for the Berkshire Badgers, and that'll conclude our broadcast season. lost my camera, though. It's not. Well, okay. Did our cameras didn't come back up, though? Or did they? Well, we might be live here. This is not my fault this time. This is the whatever's going on in the booth here. I'm not altogether sure. I think they got it all figured out. So I'm going to go through this really fast before we get rolling here. Tonight's keys to the game, in my estimation, this is just my personal opinion, Wyatt Januska. Oops, why did that do that? Let's do this again. Wyatt Januska, who has 32 rushes for 443 yards on the season. We need a big night out of him. He's got, I believe, 10 touchdowns over the last 2 games. We just need that to continue. I'm sorry, 10 touchdowns over the last 3 games. Michael Calista needs to keep feeding him the ball. He's 28 of 45 on the season for 397 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns. But he has just been lights out money, looking downfield, constantly finding open receivers when there isn't one to be found. The kid's got a good nose for open receivers, but he also does some incredible lead blocking for some of the running backs too. So keep an eye on these two tonight. There are keys to the game. They still don't have the scoreboard working here, so I'm going to cut away for 1 second. We'll give you our intro video, and we'll be right back. Maybe we'll be live on the field. I'm not altogether sure yet.
Tiny town, big dreams, the field is set. Cleats on turf, mud and sweat. Still on the scoreboard lights, shining bright. Coach barking orders night after night. Huddle up, boys, the clock's ticking fast. Quarterback's ready, this game ain't our last. Running like the wind down the 50-yard line. Tackles and touchdowns, crossing the signs. Friday night showdown, let's hit the stage. Small town heroes, hearts full of rage. Cheerleaders cheer, crowds yelling loud. We play for pride, faces in the crowd. Fumble the ball, jump on it quick. Opposition fierce, they gonna stick. Pain and glory all in the same. High school legends play their game. From the bleachers to the street, a town alive. Post-game party under starry skies. Smoking barbecue in the crisp night air. Tomorrow's another day, but tonight we ain't there. Friday night showdown, let's hit the stage. He's hit for the Crestwood. Full of rage. Cheerleaders cheer, crowds yelling loud. We play for pride, faces in the crowd. Whoa.
All right. Well, they're still trying to figure out the scoreboard here tonight. I'm not sure. They just can't get any power to it. They had power, but they cut it off here. They may cut me off again. I'm at the top of the press box here. I apologize. So while we have a few minutes, I'm going to tell you what tonight's homecoming court, and I'll announce the king and queen for you while we have a few minutes before the game gets started. For representing the freshman class was Bryce Larch and Lauren Julian were on the homecoming court. Sophomores were Ryder Miller and Haley Pisarchik. Juniors were Austin Ayala Rivera and Liv Martini. And for the seniors, I'm probably going to mispronounce these, I apologize, but it's Alessandro Delario and Meredith Carroll, Angelo DiNardo, Lillian Cook, Wyatt Januska, Peyton Daniels, Damian Richards, Audrey Julian, Sam Russa, and Isabella Worm. That was your homecoming court for 2025. Coming back from 2024 to crown the king and queen were Oscar Russo and Delaney McMahon, who crowned king Damian Richards, king, and Isabella Worm is your 2025 homecoming queen. So we have no scoreboard, so it's going to be hard for us to put anything up. We'll just keep the score up there. They're going to have to do an official time. We won't have the clock running because our scoreboard is. They're going to keep the time on the field according to what they just said here. So I believe it'll be Crestwood football to start the game. I'm assuming, I didn't see it. I believe Chagrin Falls won the toss. And it's a good kick. We're going to roll out of the back of the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. So Crestwood will have the ball first and 10 at the 20-yard line. I do have rosters for both teams, but it's going to be tricky for me to call out names, numbers, and operate the camera at the same time. So I'll do my best for you because I want you to have all the information. But I make zero promises at this point. But I do thank you for tuning in. I know we had some issues last week with the connection online. I think I've got that fixed, and I got a backup plan in case that we lose it. So we should be good to go for tonight. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and hope we don't have to worry about any of it. But Callista's back. He's going to hand it off, and I lost who has the football. I believe it went up high up top there to number 9, Ty Berquist, who picks up a couple on the carry. It'll bring up 2nd and 8 for Crestwood up at the 22-yard line. Yeah, they're going to plant that ball right at the 22. So if you remember last year, if you saw the game last year, Crestwood went to Chagrin Falls and just had a hard time scoring. We could move the ball all over the field, but once we got in the red zone, it felt like everything just stopped. Uh-oh, we got a flag. We have an illegal formation or illegal motion. Ooh, looks like they're signaling offsides on the defense, possibly. It is. Offsides, Tigers. So that'll give Crestwood a free 5 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 3. Right at their own 27. So Crestwood does their standard shift where student body is moving left. Handoff looks like it's going to go right up the middle. I believe that's Lancaster or Bradley, one of them. I couldn't see a number. But he's going to plow ahead for a first down and then some. That was Bobby Bradley, number 20. He was brought down by a host of Tigers, a pride of Tigers. But not before he picks up 10 on the and a first down up at the Crestwood 37-yard line. Crestwood's going to go in a wide formation here. This is not something we see a whole lot. They got 3 wide, 2 running backs in the backfield, 1 offset with Callista. And it looks like Callista's going to throw. He sets up quick. Throws over the middle. Oh, and we lost the football. Looks like it might have went right back into a Crestwood player's hands. Let's see who climbs out of there. Looks like Januska has it. Might have recovered his own mishandled ball there. But does manage to pick up 3 on the play. 2nd and 7, Crestwood. Right at the 40-yard line. They are announcing that they have some alumni cheerleaders here tonight, cheering with the high school team. Januska's going to go in motion. The handoff's going to go right to Lancaster, who's clawing and fighting his way, picking up a few extra yards on his way to the ground. Going to set up a manageable 3rd and 2 for Crestwood right at the 45-yard line. Gain of 5 for Lancaster. It feels strange having nobody to talk to up here but myself. My wife's here helping me. She's running our scoreboard, but I have headphones on and she doesn't, so I can't hear her. She tries to tell me anything. So Crestwood with their misdirection. I believe that's Januska, and he breaks free. He's got 1 man to beat. He's down to the 20, 15, 10, 5. He's in for the Crestwood touchdown. "56 yards to pay dirt." Another big carry for, and that's the guy we said we need to count on him tonight. He has a nose for those holes, and when he hits them, he explodes. Wasn't much Chagrin Falls could do there, but hope to catch up. So Crestwood's going to go for 2 because we still do not have an extra point or field goal kicker identified. So they're going to go for 2. So Callista has it. It's going to hand off to Lancaster, who's going to get close. Looks like he's in. Just crossed the goal line. That'll make it Crestwood 8, Chagrin Falls Tigers 0. That touchdown courtesy of a 56-yard carry by Wyatt Januska. No, and I don't think, my wife's asking me if they're going to give us updates on the clock. They will probably, they're going to keep it on the field. It's going to be very strange how that works. But here's some of our alumni cheerleaders in all black over here. It's blackout night here for homecoming at Jack Lambert Stadium. That's why our Red Devils are wearing their all black uniforms. Really cool to see. I like the change of pace with the all black. I'm not a huge fan of the all reds. I get why we do it, and it's pretty cool, but it's just not my favorite. I like combinations. I like red with some white pants or red pants with a white shirt. The all reds, this all black is pretty sweet if you ask me. But that's just my opinion. What's yours? Go ahead and tell me in the comments. Lancaster's going to kick off right from the 40. Oh, I lost it. It's not very far. It's going to get picked up right around the 30-yard line. But he ain't going to get much more. Just a few steps after that 30, and he's going to get driven down. Spot of the ball looks like it's going to be right around the 32. Oh, check that, the 31. Didn't even get as far as I thought he did. Zayden Beverly on the stop there for Crestwood. Switch my roster over to Chagrin Falls. So they're going to take over for the first time tonight right at their own 31-yard line. They've got 3 wide, 2 to the top on the left, 1 to the right, 1 in motion left to right, and 2 running backs back there, and they're going to do a little handoff right up the middle as well. Going to pick up a few on the carry. That's number 7, Brady DeVito. He's going to pick up about 5 on the carry. If they happen to give us any kind of signal of how much time is on the clock, I'll let you know. But we are still in the first quarter. This is the first Chagrin Falls drive. Crestwood scored on their first drive on a 56-yard Wyatt Januska carry. 2nd and 5, Chagrin Falls. It's like right at about the 36-yard line. They're going to go man in motion, left to right again. And there's a handoff right up the middle again. That's going to be number 7. That's Cole Kramer on the carry. Ty Burke was on the stop for Crestwood. Pickup of 2. That'll be 3rd and 3. Yeah, 3rd and 3 at the 30. Let's say the 38-yard line for Chagrin Falls. Got somebody coming to the huddle late, and without a clock, it's hard to tell how much time has run off. But they're going to go 3 wide, 2 to the right this time. The bottom of your screen and 1 to the left at the top. So the quarterback takes it. Looks like he might have mishandled it, and he's going to get hit and wrapped up right as soon as he gets the ball. Trying to see number 22 and number 20. Looks like they combined. Well, the announcer here said it was James Lancaster, so I'll go with that. I need a second page so I can have two rosters up. 22 is Chris Morey, and 20 was Bobby Bradley. So it looks like Tigers are going to punt. They got a guy back deep. Januska's back deep for Crestwood to return. He's going to set himself right at about the Crestwood 25-yard line. And the punt's away. It's going to just roll. Wyatt's going to let it roll. Going to be down inside the 20 at about the 17. 33-yard punt for the Tigers. Crestwood's going to have the ball for the second time tonight, leading the game 8-0. Here on homecoming night at Jack Lambert Stadium. Big crowd in the stands tonight. Looks like half the town is here. If you're not, and you're watching at home, we thank you for tuning in. But man, you're missing a beautiful night for football. So Crestwood has it 1st and 10 inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Ball snapped to Callista, and then Crestwood does their misdirection and misdirected me. I believe that's Bobby Bradley again on the carry. Going to pick up at least 5. I got a bad angle here, but it looks like 6 on the carry. Crestwood picking up yards in big chunks here against this Tiger defense that, like we said, comes in 2-3, but 2 of their wins were pretty big wins, but it's hard to tell, you know, when the wins and losses again when we haven't had common opponents and you don't know the strength of the programs they've played, and we know how good Chagrin Falls was last year when we played them. They blanked us. They didn't let us in the end zone once, so that's over already. And it's going to be a little swing pass to number. That was Luke Zasnewski, number 2, on the reception. He's going to be up near the first down. I think he's going to come up about a yard short. So it'll be 3rd and 1 at the 27-yard line. Sorry, I don't have enough hands to do all this and do replays tonight. I know they hardly work half the time anyway, so I'm not even going to attempt it. We're just going to call the game as we see it, bring it to you live here. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle. I think running like that's Lancaster. I think he's fighting for it. He's going to be close. He had to get that 28-yard line. I think he's there. Yep, they're going to give him the 29. So that's a first down for Crestwood. Can always kind of tell how Lancaster's feet just keep moving and moving and moving, and he's always trying to, like, drag his feet out from somebody's arms. Some pretty good success this season on it, picking up a first down here. Up near the 30, the 29-yard line. Snaps back to Callista. He's going to roll out. He's looking for Januska. He's got him over near the sideline, up near the 33-yard line. Yeah, it looks like they're going to say he went out at the 32, but it's a pickup of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7, Crestwood. Callista's back in the shotgun again. We got 4 wide this time. I believe it's just one running back with him. We got Ty Berquist in motion, who comes set behind the line. I believe that's probably Bobby Bradley getting some fresh legs in there, following Ty Berquist as blocker. Oh, it was Lancaster again? Oh, that was Chris Morey. Check that. I'm sorry. Having a hard time seeing the numbers because they're so far away from me, and I have bad eyes, but I do my best. I don't have a spotter up here. Just my wife tries. 3rd and 4, Crestwood up at the 35-yard line. Got to get to the 39 for that first down. But still leading the game 8-0 here in the first quarter. Again, if you're just tuning in, the scoreboard here at the school is not working. It's not coming on for some reason. So we are winging it. They're keeping time on the field. So we had some guys in motion. Handoff looks like it went to Januska, and he just got grabbed and dragged down by somebody in the backfield, and we have somebody hurt. I believe that's Bobby Bradley. Gets up kind of gingerly, but he's running off the field. That'll be the first fourth down for Crestwood tonight. Looks like we're going to line up the punt here. Trust that defense. I believe it's Jake Ironman back to punt. So Chagrin Falls Tiger has a guy planted right at their own 40. And he's calling for a fair catch, and he's going to have it right at about the 33-ish. I thought he was at the 33, then he walked up to the 34, and now he's walking back to the 33. So first and 10, Tigers at their own 33-yard line. Getting the ball for the second time tonight. First drive went 3 and out. They were forced to punt, and Crestwood had a first down after that, but just now punted again. So it just feels so weird not to be able to look over at the scoreboard and see it all lit up. All right, so Chagrin Falls is going to go 4 wide again. Nobody in the backfield but a quarterback this time. Got one guy in motion, and it's going to be a little pitch to him. He's got some guys grabbing him. He's grabbed from behind. Number 25, James Lancaster, making his presence felt all over the field tonight. That'll be a loss of 4 for the Tigers inside the 30 at their own 29 now. Got to get to the 43 for a first down. Well, that looked like it had yards written all over it, positive yards. If it wasn't for Lancaster catching him from behind back there in the backfield, that could have been disaster. So Tigers are setting up 4 wide again. Crestwood's showing blitz here. And it's going to just be a little wheel route outside. Reception is made, and he's going to maybe get back those lost yards from the last play. And an extra, so he picks up 5. It'll be 3rd and 9, Tigers. At the 34-yard line. Ty Berquist on the tackle there. So it's hard to believe we're in game 6 of the season. We're just hitting the part of the season where we're playing other CVC-Valley Division opponents. This is our first test against them. Tigers in the Valley also, and there's a quick pass over the middle, and it's dropped. Number 0, Sean Boyle, drops that one. And that'll be another 4th down for the Tigers, who have elected to punt again. And I got a funny feeling they're going to kick away from Januska again. He's standing right at the 31, Crestwood's 31-yard line. I got a feeling they're going to try to angle this one out of bounds. And it's a real short kick. It's going to come down here. I lost it. There it is at the 45. And that's where it's going to come to rest. So not a real long kick. But from the Chagrin Falls Tigers' point of view, probably best to keep it out of Januska's hands with any kind of momentum, because he can burn you. As they already found out, it took him 1 carry earlier to go 56 yards and put Crestwood on the board early. So Crestwood takes over to start their 3rd drive of the night at the their own 45-yard line. 1st and 10 on an absolutely gorgeous homecoming night here at Jack Lambert Stadium. This is what Northeast Ohio High School football is supposed to be like. 2 wide. Januska's in motion. Looks like Callista's going to hand it to him, and he's fighting for some space. He found a little hole, and he's carrying half the Tigers with him. Right at the 50. So that's going to pick up 5 on the first down there. So it'll be 2nd and 5 right at midfield. Check that. They're actually going to give him an extra yard there. Up to the 49. That must have been where his Forward Progress took him before he was knocked down by a Pride of Tigers. These Tigers coming in with their alternative helmets. That not their alternative. They look like the Cincinnati Bengals alternative helmets with the all white with the black tiger stripes on them. And they're signaling that's the end of the first quarter. So that'll do it for the first quarter. 8-0 Crestwood over the Chagrin Falls Tigers. Introducing the cheerleaders. Let the announcer here help out announce them. Going to have to step away because we're getting back to the action on the field. Crestwood has the ball, 1st and 10, right at the Chagrin Falls 49-yard line. And looks like Chagrin Falls is going to jump off sides. I don't know if this is going to be a free play, but I got faked out again. Probably Bradley on the carry. Going to pick up a couple. Yeah, it's going to be 3. So it'll be 3rd and, I'm going to give him 4 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 1 right at the 46-yard line. Got to get to that 45 for a first down. And this trio of Januska, Bradley, and Lancaster is just killer. There's always one coming in with fresh legs and carrying the ball and picking up yards and coming out, grabbing a drink, staying loose, and running back in. So take your pick. You got a three-prong attack here. 3rd and 1 Crestwood. And we're going to go right up the middle. I believe that's Lancaster. Nope, check that, Chris Morey. So a 4th prong to that scepter. And that'll be Crestwood first down over the 45 down to the 44-yard line of the Chagrin Falls Tigers. Got to say that it is kind of nice playing. Chagrin Falls isn't that far from here. We got Ritztown in the division who's not that far from here. I kind of like this alignment a little better than we've had in years past in the CVC-Valley division, even though we still have some teams that are a bit of a drive, and it's going to be Wyatt Januska on the carry, who shakes off a tackler and pushes forward and drives and carries a couple of Tigers with him. He's going to pick up about 9 on that carry. But we do have a flag on the play. Waiting to see what the signal is. No, there's a flag down there. My wife's saying there's an injured player, but there is, but there's also a flag. And whatever it is against Crestwood, I looked away and I missed his signal because I was looking at my wife who was telling me we have an injured player. Oh, it's personal foul, whatever it is. So that's a 15-yarder. That's the first big mistake of the night for Crestwood. And instead of being 2nd and 1 on a Januska 9-yard carry, it's going to be 1st and, check that, 2nd and 15, 16? No, they're just going to tack that. Okay, so it's 1st, and we're replaying 1st down. 1st and 17. It's a little confusing. I would have thought it would be 2nd down. But Callista's looking to pass. He's got a guy open, and he overshoots him by a little bit. A few yards. Zasnewski the target. 2nd and long Crestwood. 2nd and 17. Got to get to the Chagrin Falls 34 for the first down, and we're back here at our own 49. Just got a whiff of the cheeseburgers that they're cooking over at the concession stand. I mean, this is the prototypical perfect high school football evening. So Callista's in a shotgun. He's got 3 wide receivers, and he's going to flip it out to Januska really quick, who's got, loses his balance and gets hit in the face. Helmet goes flying off, so he's got to come out for a play. Number 0, Sean Boyle on the tackle. Yeah, not going to give him any on that carry. He's going to be knocked down right at the 49. It's going to be 3rd and 17. Or as we like to call it here at Crestwood, 3rd and a country mile. It's like Lancaster checking back into the game. While Januska gets his helmet fixed. Callista's going to stay in a shotgun. He's got trips down to the right. He's got Lancaster in the backfield with him. And a couple spin moves later, and it looks like it's Chris Morey, who is also losing his balance and gets tackled and hit kind of late there. Number 88 was a little excited for tackling a guy that just slipped. But that'll bring up 4th and long for Crestwood. So Jake Ironman checks back into punt for Crestwood. He's going to, looks like he's going to receive it right around the 35-yard line. The return man for the Tigers is going to stand right at his own 20-yard line. It's a low snap, but Ironman gets it away. It's going to be fielded right around the 21. A fair catch is called, and that's where it's going to be down for the Tigers. They'll take over right at the 21-yard line. Crestwood still nursing that 8-0 early lead. I wish I could tell you how much time was left in the game, but there is nothing here to even signal that to us. I don't see a referee showing us the time or anything like that. And again, I'm super sorry that mine is the only voice you have to hear tonight. I had a couple other people in mind. Rich McIntyre, who's helped me the last couple of weeks. Rich, if you're watching, thank you. I know you're not watching because he's at the Walsh-Hoban game tonight. He's a big, huge high school football fan, so he's going to check out a big game after that 7-yard gain. So special thank you to Rich McIntyre. I know you're not listening, but if you happen to turn this in the next couple days, I really appreciate your help. The last couple weeks, it's too bad we could not manage that signal, staying on that Wi-Fi signal. We got it figured out this week, I'm pretty sure. So we got a Tiger in motion, and he takes a pitch, and it's not going to go anywhere with it except backwards. Wyatt Januska on the tackle, who has just been all over the field tonight. They've kind of keyed in on him on the defensive side of the ball, and they forgot to account for him there on the offensive side of the ball. So from 3rd and 3 to a 3rd and 7, he'll lose 4 yards on that play. I believe Chagrin Falls only has 1 first down tonight so far. They're looking at a 3rd and 7 here. They got to get to the 32, their own 32 for that first down. And they're going to stay 3 wide with 2 guys in the backfield with the quarterback, and he's looking. He's got a guy open, but it goes right through his hands. Brady DeVito, the intended receiver. That quarterback is Max Frankel, number 16. So Januska will drop back to the Crestwood 41-yard line to receive this kick. Check that, about the 40. Another low snap and kick down here to the side. Wyatt's going to field it. And he's got a couple guys to get through, but he gets through the first 2, and he's met by a Pride of Devils up at the 48-yard line. That helmet comes off again. Now he's got to come out for another play. He's got to get those straps right. And looks like we've got an illegal block against Crestwood here. So that'll take 10 yards off that return. Wyatt doesn't look too happy about that. The way his helmet came off, I'm wondering if maybe he took a shoulder to the chin and he's complaining he was targeted. The referees are discussing something here. Well, So that must be 10 yards from the spot of the foul because they're moving us back 18 yards here. So that is a very costly holding penalty.
Red Devil football, 1st and 10 from the 38.
So we are in the second quarter. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you, if you're just tuning in, how much time we have on the clock, simply because the scoreboard is not firing up tonight for some reason. The official scoreboard, the big one here on the field, is blank. No lights on. So the time is being kept on the field. They're not telling us how much time is left. I assume they'll tell us when we get down to about 2 minutes. But so Crestwood's going to have the ball 1st and 10. They got 4 wide. Callista's in the backfield. We got a guy in motion. I believe that's Januska, who's got plenty of room. He's got some blockers, and he is pushing and driving and dragging some guys again. Check that. It was Ty Berquist, the ball carrier. When somebody goes in motion like that, I'm used to it kind of being Januska. So, but a pickup of 10 on the play for Berquist and the Red Devils. So 1st down up to the Crestwood 48-yard line. So Crestwood's doing that shift. Student body right. And it's going to be a handoff, and he's got some running room again. I believe that's Lancaster. Check that, Bobby Bradley. They both run so much alike. They both keep them feet churning, and they like to pull guys with them. They like to just use the strong foot to pull the foot that's being held and drag guys with them, and they look a lot alike in that regard. And I'm being told there was a flag on the play. That's number 22, Chris Morey. Gets up to the 41. Just a pickup of 2 when it was 1st and 20, so it'll be 2nd and 18. No need to throw the ball here. You're nursing an 8-point lead, and halftime's got to be coming up here fairly soon. Morey's in the shotgun. He takes it, and he hands off to Januska, who's got running room and some blockers around the top end over there on the left. He's 3. He's got 1 guy to beat. 20, 15, and he's going to get knocked down from behind, just tripped up at the 15-yard line. And a flag comes in really late. We're probably going to be taking 15 yards off of this play. They're just, somebody must have said something that made a referee mad down there, because I didn't see anything happening, but they're marking off yardage against Crestwood. Waiting for the official signal. Something sportsmanlike against Crestwood. Yeah, I'm going to imagine that was a choice word from one player to another, just by the looks of things. I don't understand. You guys know that the referees have ears, and they can hear you, and they're not going to tolerate it. Just go play football. So Jack D'Amato's out discussing things with the referee. Might be discussing the time left on the clock. Or he's discussing the last play, what the call was. Nope. I believe he was just letting the clock run down to 1 second left on the play clock and taking the timeout, just to kind of burn up as much of that clock as we can. Try to keep the ball out of the Tigers' hands for that rest of this half. I want to shout out real quick our new athletic director, taking over Troy Spikers, Brittany Dye, Crestwood alum, who has just been superb to work with so far. I only had to ask one time nicely, and she came up here and let me into the press box so I could get all my equipment up here. So I think we have a winner there, Crestwood, and Miss Dye. That's not the only reason I think she's really nice, but she's just been superb to work with so far. I've heard nothing but good things from other people about her as well. So welcome to Crestwood. Welcome to your new position at Crestwood, I should say. Miss Brittany Dye. Got a halt of the play on the field here. I'm not sure. I think they're trying to get maybe the game clock figured out because they have to keep it by hand. So Callista's in a shotgun. He's got it. He hands off to Bobby Bradley, number 20 on the carry. Picks up about 5 on the carry. Second and 5 down at the Chagrin Falls 24. I know Crestwood wants to take as much time off this clock as possible before they hopefully end up scoring here. So I believe on their quartet of running backs, it looks like Chris Morey is checked in this time. In the backfield with Michael Callista. In a shotgun, we've got Januska in motion. Nope, check that's Ty Berquist. 4 and 9 look a lot alike. And there's Morey on the carry. And he's going to pick up the Crestwood first down inside the 20 down to the Tigers 17. First down Crestwood. And again, they're going to take as much time as they can between plays here to run that time down. Trying to go into this halftime with a 2-score lead. So Crestwood in a little bit tighter formation now. I believe that's Lancaster in the backfield. And Callista's just going to keep it. And he's following Lancaster, who gives him a good block and has some room. He's going to pick up about 8 on the carry. Sean Boyle on the tackle for the Tigers. So 2nd and 3, Crestwood right at the Tigers' 10-yard line. I'm big on trying to come up with nicknames. I'm thinking the Chagrin City Kitties. Kind of a play on the Detroit Tigers, Motor City Kitties, no? Stick with me, folks. I don't always make just bad jokes. So it's a fake to Januska. Callista's rolling out, and he's got a man open in the end zone, and I believe that is that Luke Zasnewski? That's Luke Zasnewski for the Crestwood touchdown. I believe that's his first varsity touchdown. Nice job, young man. And Crestwood, as they always do, is going to go for 2 right now. Up 14-0 on the Chagrin City Kitties. I'm going to go with it. I don't care what y'all think. I'm going with it. My wife's shaking her head. So the 2-point conversion here. Callista's got it. Handing off to, I believe that was Morey. Comes up just a bit shy. I mean, he was right there. Wow, that was close. Okay. So Callista's pass to Luke Zasnewski in the end zone takes your score to Crestwood 14, Chagrin Falls 0. I can't repeat that on the air, honey. It's Kitties with a K. Chagrin City Kitties. I don't. Kittens. Chagrin City Kittens? Anyways. So I heard before the game that they canceled a lot of the homecoming festivity stuff tonight because of the bad weather we kind of expected all week that sort of came and went and didn't really happen as bad as it sounded like it was supposed to. So I believe, other than, they're having the homecoming dance tomorrow, but I believe they're going to do all of the extracurriculars like the bonfire, and they were going to have some food trucks in here and stuff. I believe they're doing all that again in 2 weeks when Berkshire comes here. That'll be our last home game of the season.
Kicking off for the Red Devils, James Lancaster.
So James Lancaster tees it up right at the Crestwood 40 for the kickoff after the touchdown. And it's a low kick, but it sails and in and out of the hands of the Tigers, who picks it up at the 10, looking for some room to run it back, and he finds a little bit of a hole. Turns a whole lot of nothing into a whole lot of something. Going to get tackled right about the 29-yard line.
Stopped by the Red Devils, Jake Devlin.
Jake Devlin, and another flag on the play. And I didn't see anything happen, and this is just going to probably be another verbal flag, verbal unsportsmanlike conduct, if I had to guess. Trying to see who they're going to call it on, if it's on Crestwood or if it's on Chagrin Falls. It looked like the only players around were Chagrin Falls when it happened. Unsportsmanlike on Crestwood again. Not sure what's going on here. We weren't even around the referee when it happened. I'm not sure what we did, but the crowd here is letting them know that it's whatever it was, they weren't happy about it. My wife said the flag won't turn off on our stream here. I guess it is now be a good time to check if we are still streaming. I don't know. Okay, well, there is no flag currently, but in the feeder system says it's it's gone, but it's still showing up on our screen here. So there it goes. It went away, and it came back, and it's gone again. Well, after the flag, that's going to give some pretty good field position. We had them stop back inside the 30. It's going to be 15 yards, so they're going to be up to the 45-yard line. First and 10, they got 4 wide receivers. The quarterback's rolling out. He's got a guy short, pick up about 5, but we got a missed tackle, another missed tackle, and he's just bouncing off people, falls forward. It's down inside Crestwood's 45 to the 42-yard line. Unfortunately, I have no clue how much time is on the clock. We have no clock visible anywhere. I have not seen a signal from a referee telling us the time on a clock. So, I don't know. Be first and 10 Tigers up at the Crestwood 42. Check that 41. And they've got a bunch of wide receivers, and it's a direct snap, and he's running right up the middle. He's got a hole, and he gets drugged down at the 30 of Crestwood by Michael Callista, but not before he picks up another Chagrin Falls first down. They're trying to hurry up here. I believe the time is running down in this quarter, but in the first half. But it must not be as bad as we think, because they're taking their time here. It's just hard to even guess. So they've got a bunch of wide receivers, a tight end on the right side. Quarterback's rolling out to the right, and he hits his guy who's going to try to get out of bounds. So Max Frankel, the quarterback, on the completion there, picks up about 6. Januska on the tackle. 2nd and 4. Well, they're saying 2nd and 5. Okay, 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line of Crestwood, who's got to keep these guys out of the end zone here. And they've got a guy down here on the left side. Frankel's going to roll out to his right, and there's a flag, and he's going to get pushed out. Oh, and there's going to be another flag because we pushed him out of bounds. Threw him after he was out of bounds. Let's see how this goes. Be a hold on the offense. Okay. I thought that little shove after he went out of bounds there would cost us something. Luckily, that went our way. So we'll replay 2nd down. It's going to be 2nd and 15? 2nd and 16? Back across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It's got kind of a bad angle on the sticks. It's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, we'll go with 2nd and 15. Chagrin's going to stay in there. 4 wide, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback's looking left. Frankly, he got his guy in the backfield, but he's going to get grabbed and drug and thrown out of bounds. Not much, if any, gain on that play. Maybe 1. Wyatt Januska wrestled him down back there at the 36-yard line, and we got a timeout on the field. Chagrin Falls is going to be charged with their first timeout. So we want to thank you again for tuning in here tonight to our live YouTube broadcast of the Chagrin Falls Tigers visiting the Crestwood Red Devils here at Jack Lambert Stadium in Manaway, Ohio. Sun has gone down, the lights are on, and it is just a beautiful night. What are you doing at home? Why are you watching this on TV? You should be here eating some of these hamburgers and hot dogs. And what'd you say? 1 timeout left? Oh, okay. So they just announced 1 minute left in the first half. Chagrin Falls still has 2 timeouts left, as do the Red Devils. But it is 3rd and 14 when we come out of this timeout, and the referees are blowing whistles here. They're ready to get this rolling. Chagrin Falls finally breaks their huddle.
Timeout, Chagrin Falls football, 3rd and 16.
So we have to be like Chagrin Falls was last year. Bend, don't break on defense. This is their furthest they've gone into Crestwood territory. And just going to be a little handoff. I hear some fans in Crestwood stands here yelling that there was a hold. But there was a pickup of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th and 10. Is that correct? 4th and 10. So Chagrin Falls down 2 scores, has no choice but to go for it here. This is their deepest they've been in Crestwood territory at the 31. They got to get to the 21 for a first down. The clock should still be running. I'm not sure. Maybe they're just going to take a timeout. They had to have run some time off the clock they couldn't have afforded to take. So if you're tuning in late, my partner and son, Bryce Honeycutt, is just finishing up his 2-week honeymoon. They went to Florida. I mean, who doesn't go to Florida? This is the perfect time of year to go to Florida. And Tennessee and the Carolinas. And tonight, I believe they're visiting, was it last night or tonight that they're at Kings Island in southern Ohio here. So they're both big amusement park fans. They both love roller coasters. Bryce and Iris, his new wife, both. And so they went to the new Epic Universe at Universal Studios and all the other Universal Studios, and they hit Carowinds, the Cedar Fair Park that's in South Carolina, and they went to Dollywood in Tennessee, and they wrapped it up with Kings Island back here in Ohio. So they also got a little time at Myrtle Beach, I believe he said, while they were at some beach time, and just had a nice 2-week vacation. Now they got to get back to real life, and Tigers are going long, and he's going to try to say he was impeded, but I think he ran into the defender looking for a flag. Brady DeVito, the intended receiver. That was 4th down, so that's going to turn the ball over to Crestwood. Way back up at the 31-yard line. And Jake Devlin in coverage for Crestwood. Good job, Jake, keeping that ball out of the hands and out of the end zone, out of the hands of the receiver. According to this, there's 13 seconds left. My wife's been trying to do a clock, but we have no idea how accurate it is with the official time on the field. I believe at halftime they'll probably give another try to getting this scoreboard working. So Crestwood has the ball 1st and 10, and they're moving their student body left. Maybe we're going to take one shot at getting some points on the board before the halftime rolls around, and he's got some room. Is that Bobby Bradley? He's going to get down inside the 40. No, I'm sorry, James Lancaster. I always guessed wrong. So if I say one of their names, it's the other one. Down to the 36 of Chagrin Falls. Crestwood does have 2 timeouts left. I'm not sure if we're going to use them. We're just going to be happy with that and go in with a 2-possession lead. Oh, no, Crestwood is going to take the timeout. So we may be looking to try to score again. My wife said she ran out of time, but the official scorers didn't. So it's got to be close because the Scarlet Guard is over here warming up down to the side of the stands over here. In fact, the stands are about as full as I've seen them this season. Crestwood Crazies are in all black tonight. This is black out the Jack night for homecoming. It's my affectionate nickname for Jack Lambert Stadium, just the Jack. Remember when it was Jacobs Field, we used to call it the Jake up in Cleveland. So Crestwood's going to have the ball, 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line of Chagrin Falls. Callista's in the backfield when he's looking. He's got the ball. Oh, he's going to get hit, and he's going to break free. He's got a guy bearing down on him, though, and he loses the football. A bunch of Red Devils there trying to jump on it. I'm not sure who came up with it. I lost the football to see who even came up with it. Crestwood comes up with it, and that'll do it. That'll be halftime. So this is kind of a role reversal from last year. Crestwood has the lead going in at halftime, 14-0. I believe it was just the opposite last year. At Chagrin Falls, they were up 14-0. So that's an interesting turn of events, and like we thought, you're always playing the guessing game when you win a couple games by a lot of points by the 2 teams that have lost a lot of football games recently. But you played good against Cuyahoga Heights and you played really good against Mogador, 2 teams that are having really good seasons. Even though you lost both those games, they were both one-score games. Could have gone either way, just didn't roll our way this year. So we really didn't know what to expect coming into tonight. But right now, Crestwood looks like they have the upper hand here, and unless there's some serious halftime adjustments by the Chagrin City Kitties. This could be a big win for Crestwood. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here because anything could happen, but the Chagrin Falls Tigers marching band is about to take the field, and I'm going to step away and I'm going to just turn it over to them. I'm going to crank up the microphone on the field so you can hear what's going on, and I'm going to step away. So thanks everybody for tuning in as your Crestwood Red Devils are leading the Chagrin Falls Tigers 14-0 here at halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Stephen Handel, Rob Sarnowski, and Sir Alex Ringo Star Walker, we proudly present to you the grand finale from the Valley, the Chagrin Falls High School Marching Tigers. Our student freedom commanders are Claire Russell and Marie Kane. Tonight, the Marching Tigers celebrate great songs from great movies, including The Blues Brothers, Ghostbusters, and Shrek 2. It's 160 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Yeah. troubled by strange noises in the middle of the night? Do you experience feelings of dread in your basement? Or heck, if there's something strange in your neighborhood, who are you gonna call? I can't hear you! The Tigers closed their show with a hymn of Far, Far Away, where she said, "What's the problem, baby? What's the problem? I don't know. Well, maybe I'm accidentally in love." 50/50 raffle ticket. 572082. You are the winner of $347. Again, that number, 572082. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present to you tonight the 2025 Charlotte Card. We will play our show titled Wild Things, arranged by Alex Bentley. The Scarlet Card will perform at the Ohio Music Education Association Ohio Street Buckeye Invitational on Saturday, October 12th. Music will include In the Hall of the Mountain King, Adder Sandman, Dance McAfee, Dance Elaborate Lullaby, Juvenile Week number 1, The Monster. Featuring soloist, Brady Baker, 2025, Homecoming King, Damian Richards, Emma Lyons, Leah Casper, Alice Corson, Lily Hemrock, Ladies and Gun Majors, Emily Maretka, and Lee Agnes.
The night Max wore his wolf suit, he made mischief of one kind. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew, and grew, and grew. An ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day and in and out of weeks. To where the wild things are.
To see the wild things. They were roaring wars and gnashing teeth. Alex realized he missed his mom. He returned home to find it just like he left it.
Thank you so much to the Crestwood and Boosters and the Crestwood Neighborhood Schools for the tremendous support of music education in the Crestwood Band program. Let's go Red Devils!
If you're looking to grow your faith and hear Bible-based preaching on topics relevant to you, then look no further than Venture Church Streetsboro. Located on Frost Road in the heart of Streetsboro, Venture Church is a place for your whole family. From Bible studies to Sunday school, to modern worship from our live band, there's something for the whole family. We invite you to check us out online or in person, Sunday mornings at 10:45 a.m. Join us this weekend, in person or online, by searching for Venture Church Streetsboro on Facebook or YouTube. or visit our website at venturechurcheast.org. Venture Church, a daring journey.
Right. We are back live after a couple of great halftime performances from the Chagrin Falls Tigers Marching Band and your Crestwood Scarlet Guard. Great job as always. You'll have to excuse me for a moment. I just wolfed down a piece of pizza and some pop. Only had a few minutes, but fantastic job as always to those who run the grills up there. I had a hamburger too that was fantastic, and a piece of pizza that I believe came from Lazio's Pizza. So I don't see that they were successful in getting the scoreboard working after the halftime there, or during the halftime. So we are scoreboardless here at Jack Lambert Stadium. This is kind of what it looks like. it's just dark tonight. So down at that end of the field. So we'll have to do our best to keep you here. I won't know how much time is left on the clock. It looks like that the back judge will signal when there's a minute left, but I have to be able to see him when that happens. And trying to watch the field, trying to see who's getting the football and all that all by myself. My partners are gone tonight, but that's all right. If you're a student and you're watching this and you would like to be a part of what we do here, you could join the announcer's booth. You could run cameras. I do have a field level camera I'd like to get running at one of these games here soon. Just need somebody willing and able to operate it. We'll do all the training. Let me know. Send me an email at thecoachjason@hotmail.com. All one word, thecoachjason@hotmail. And yes, it's actually Hotmail. It still exists, believe it or not. Reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to get you involved. And if you're just a Crestwood Red Devil sports fan, I would really like to expand this. We don't make any money. We do it just for the love of Crestwood sports. I'd like to expand it to any other sport that would have us: basketball, soccer, baseball, you name it. So Crestwood kicks off, and it's going to be fielded up around the 20, and he's across the 30, 35. Going to be tackled right about there. Might have got to the 36-yard line. So Jake Ironman's kick is about a 20-yard return. Nick Hess on the stop for Crestwood. It looks like they're going to spot it right at the 35-yard line. So Chagrin Falls will have the ball, trailing 14-0 just after halftime on the first possession here. They are going to go 3 wide with 2 guys in the backfield with their quarterback. Oh, and it's a mishandled snap there, fumble. Quarterback Max Frankel jumps on it, but not before a loss of about 10 yards. They're going to spot it right at the 25. See, I know watching at home is awesome. It's fun sitting in your own house, but you missing out on $357 in 50-50 money you could have won just by showing up here and buying some lottery tickets tonight. They just announced the winner here. The winning ticket number, not the winner. So second and 20. Chagrin Falls way back at their own 25-yard line. Got to get to the 45 for a first down, and it's going to be a quick swing pass up to the left on the top there, and he's not really going to get much, maybe a yard. Brady DeVito, the receiver. James Lancaster on the tackle there, number 25. Who's just been all over the field tonight, offensively and defensively. Third and 19, and not how Chagrin Falls wanted to come out of this halftime. Looking at a third and Crestwood mile to go. So they're going to go three wide again, two to the right, one to the left, two running backs in the backfield with the quarterback. And he's dropping. He looks like he's going to throw deep. He's got a man down there who looks like he jumps up and hauls it in over the Crestwood defender. That was number 2, Chris Morey, on the coverage. I think he just kind of got out jumped there, it looks like. I'll check that. Luke Zasnewski, 3 is Callista. 2 is Luke. 22 is what? Oh, Chris Morey, right. Sorry. Doing this from memory. I don't have my roster up in front of me. I thought I was getting better at this, but apparently I'm too old. It'll be a handoff up the middle. He's going to drive ahead for about 5 yards, but a flag comes in kind of after the end of the play there in the area of maybe some holding. A little confused about if it was holding. Might have just something against Crestwood. What was that signal? Probably another audible penalty, if I had to guess, because I didn't see a whole lot happening that looked against the rules, but there are 22 guys on the field. It's hard to watch them all. Oh, illegal substitution. Okay. So it wasn't an audible one this time. Thank you. Just came in awfully late for something like that. So 1st and 5, Chagrin has it at Crestwood's 44-yard line. They're staying in their 3-wide formation with 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Frankel in the backfield, and it's a handoff, and he's going to get met quick. He bounces off a few tackles, but doesn't get really much of anything. Everett Baines on the stop there for the Red Devils. Trying to get my rosters back up here. Phone's not cooperating. Can't tell me the other team. It's a quick pass, and he's going to pick up about 9 yards. Brady DeVito, the receiver again, picking up 9 on that one. Going to be 3rd and 1. Third and 2 at the 40-yard line. Got to get to the 38 3/4 for that first down. And he bounces off of a guy and pushes through. He's going to pick up the first down, but he's going to be met by a host of Red Devils, and there's still a little pushing going on in there. Jake Ironman was stepped on there and got up not happy about it. You could see that happen. I hope the referee saw that and is not mad at us. But he looked pretty mad about something. I mean, he looked like he got stepped on pretty hard, but they're signaling us against Crestwood. Personal foul, Crestwood. Oh, both teams, they offset. So it'll be first down, but the ball won't change position. It'll be up at the 37-yard line.
Personal foul against the Tigers. It was penalties offset. Resulted that there was a 3-yard run, which was good enough for the first down. First and 10 for the Tigers from the 37.
So first and 10 Tigers, moving deep into Crestwood territory for only the second time tonight. Quarterback's looking left, and they're blowing it dead. I think we might have had a false start.
Flag on the play. Dead ball offsides against the Red Devils.
Oh,
5-yard penalty.
offside, dead ball against Crestwood. That's odd. Usually let the play happen. There's a lot of weird stuff going on tonight. Coach D'Amato doesn't look super happy about that call either. Down on the sidelines there. So there's still 3 wide, 2 in the backfield with quarterback Franklin. It's a handoff. He trips up, but he gets up and he keeps moving. Going to be up near the first down yardage. Looks like they're going to mark it just shy based on the side judge up there by about a yard. Mikey Hager on the tackle. Sorry, Mike Hager. He might get mad nowadays if I call him Mikey, but I've known him for a long time. I think I'm allowed to call him Mikey. So 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1 for the Chagrin City Kitties. And it's going to be a handoff right up the middle again, and he's got some space. He gets into open territory and is wrapped up and brought down, but not before a Tigers first down. Januska on the tackle. Pickup of 11 on 2nd and 1, and it'll be right at 16-yard line. So Crestwood defense is going to have to tighten up here if you want to keep nursing this 2-score lead here. Again, if you're just tuning in, we have no official scoreboard here tonight. The scoreboard is dark here at Crestwood. Some power issues, something going on here. Oh, so the running back after the handoff lost his balance, and I hear people yelling a hold. Right through my headphones, I can hear people down in the stands yelling that there was a hold, so somebody's mad. One of our boys might have been held. It sounded like some Crestwood fans weren't too happy about something. But there is a 3-yard loss on the play. It'll be 2nd and 13 for the Tigers back at the Crestwood 19-yard line. Got to get to the 6 for a first down. And they're going to stay 3 wide, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. 2 running backs in the backfield on either side of the quarterback, Frankel, who hands off to number 7, who is busting through some tackles, and he's just going to carry some guys all the way into the end zone for the Chagrin Falls touchdown. They found something in the halftime there. It's number 7, Cole Kramer on the carry. First score of the night for the Chagrin Falls Tigers. Looks like they're going to set up and kick the extra point. Currently down 14-6. So Horvath is the kicker for the Chagrin Falls Tigers. Snap is back, ball is down, the kick is up, and it's no good. Missed it wide left, it looked like. He had the leg, it might have got tipped off the line there. It looked like it changed direction really quick. It's kind of hard to tell from the angle I'm at, but I do believe one of the Red Devils got a hand on it there. Again, being that I'm by myself up here tonight, folks, I'm afraid I cannot even attempt to run an instant replay. I got 2 cameras going, but I'm really only using one. The other one's just a safe one in case something happens with this one. I am partnerless as far as somebody to speak into the microphone. My wife will not do it. she said before the game, she said, she goes, it was probably because I would say, oh, he did something good there. Oh, that was a mean tackle. That's what you said. Now she's mad at me.
Kicking off for Chagrin Falls, number 27, Harrison Horvath. Back to return for
So
the
number
Devils, Wyatt Januska and Chris Moore.
Number 27, Harrison Horvath, to kick off for the Chagrin Falls Tigers. Wyatt Januska. I think he said Wyatt Januska and Chris Moyer back deep for the Devils to return it. Absolutely gorgeous night here at the top of the hill and at Crestwood High School in Manaway, Ohio at Jack Lambert Stadium. Named for Fox Sports' toughest football player of all time. And they're going to attempt an onside kick. And there's a whole bunch of folks on the ball here. It looks like it bounced off of a Crestwood, and Chagrin Falls recovers. I'm not sure what this referee with the football was signaling, though. He was pointing the other way. To hear the announcer here has said, yeah, it's Chagrin Falls ball, but I'm kind of waiting to hear from see an official marker down. Yeah, they're discussing it, but seems like they're right, but I'm not sure what the signal to. I think they signaled it was Crestwood's football for a second, but now, nope. Got some discussion with the referee over here from head coach Jack D'Amato. He's not happy. I'm not sure what the argument would be. The ball traveled 10 yards before it was touched by the other team, unless he's saying somebody was offsides on the kick. And it looks like he's not going to get his way. Well, now wait a minute. Oh, did Crestwood have their off? Crestwood might have had the offense out there thinking we had the football. So I'm imagining that head coach Jack D'Amato thought that the one referee signaled that it looked like it was first down Crestwood, which had me a little confused too. Oh, they're looking deep. They might have found something they wanted here. And we had some guys in coverage. Looks like Callista and, well, it looks like DeVito, Chagrin Falls Tiger guy, got a little hurt on that one. I think he just, like one of those hits that kind of knocks the wind out of you. It was Luke Zasnewski and Michael Callista on the coverage there. So they're taking an injury timeout on the field. But my wife is saying, well, he's off the field. Well, he's still in the line of fire for a football play. So you can't have him get hurt, stepped on, while the trainers are attending to him, I don't think.
2nd and 10 from the 46.
So the wind is picking up a little bit, but it's still a gorgeous night here. It's got to be high 50s right now. Packed house. That's a lie. It's not packed house, but it's a very crowded house here tonight at Jack Lambert Stadium. Homecoming night. Blackout the Jack night for the Crestwood Crazies. So the Chagrin Falls Tiger that was hurt is up and moving, so play will resume here. It'll be 2nd and 10, I believe. Chagrin Falls right at the Crestwood 46 after recovering an onside kick. So they just announced 6:16 to go in the third quarter. Crestwood has yet to touch the ball in this half after an onside kick. And a handoff is met immediately. He's going to lose a yard, maybe two. Yeah, going to lose a yard on the play. Coming out of that pile was number 50. I believe that's Mike Hager. That's what they announced here. I'm not sure of the number yet. I didn't know. By the 10th game of the season, I'll have almost all the numbers down. We're only in game 6. So here we go. 3rd and 11, Chagrin Falls. At the Crestwood 47. Quarterback's got the ball. He's looking, but he pulls it down and runs it himself. He's going to get about 7 yards. James Lancaster on the stop. And that's going to set up a 4th down and about 6 for the Chagrin City Kitties in their alternate Cincinnati Bengals style alternate helmets. The white with the black stripes. Very cool, if I can add that without making Crestwood fans mad. One of my favorite Bengals helmets is the one that looks like this when they wear those. Pretty cool. So Chagrin Falls has a man in motion, and it's a low snap, and he loses it. And he's going to get hit, and he's going to get dropped and drilled. Bobby Bradley on 4th down puts the ball into Chagrin Falls territory, where Crestwood will take over at about the 45-yard line. So that couldn't have come at a worse time for the Tigers or a better time for the Devils, especially when you try to want to get the ball back, get the ball in your hands for the first time in the second half after that successful onside kick by the Tigers after they went down and scored with their opening possession in the 3rd quarter. So all we did there was just take some time off the clock. We're nursing a 8-point lead, 14-6 on a missed extra point from Chagrin Falls. So Crestwood's in kind of a tight formation here. Fakes the handoff, and it looks like we've got Januska coming around. He's got a little bit of space. He's got the sideline. He's down to the 30, down to the 25, breaks a tackle down to the 20, inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Wyatt Januska making it look easy. Just pushing guys off him like he's covered in grease. It's hard to keep your hands on him. He's a slippery guy. I heard something in 15 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. It might have been 2 minutes and 15 seconds in the 3rd. I could be wrong. It should be more than that, so maybe it was 4 minutes. I missed the beginning of what they just announced here. I apologize. But so Callista hands off to Januska again, who's going to try to run off tackle, but is going to get hit and driven and stopped. Forward progress is going to take him inside the 20 to the 18, which is actually going to be a loss of a yard. Sorry about that. So it'll be 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line. So Crestwood has an opportunity here inside the Chagrin Falls red zone to get back up 2 possessions. So Callista's got it. He's rolling out. Oh, and he's got some room by himself, and he's got to run through a couple guys, which he's hit by number 21, Will Flannery, knocked out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play, and it's going to come back because they're saying it's holding against Crestwood. So we'll replay 2nd down, but it's going to be 2nd and 20 rather than 2nd and 7. Not how you wanted that play to go, but we might have something up our sleeves here. We've got 4 wide. 1 running back in the backfield with Callista. Ty Berquist in motion. He's going to come set right off tackle. Handoff is going to be to 22. Is that Chris Morey? Going to pick up a couple. Check that. It's number 25. That's Lancaster. They said Christmas. They saw the same thing I saw. It looked like a 2. Must have been the way his shirt folded up or something, or an arm wrapped around it. Pickup of a couple on a play. But it's going to be 3rd and 19. Way back at the 26-yard line. But you're in 4-down territory here because you started off in the Tigers' red zone and really don't want to have to punt from here. So let's see. We got a tight formation. Oh, Callista's dropping back. He's throwing deep. He's got a guy who's, he's got some coverage down there, and it's almost picked off in the end zone. Januska was the intended target. Almost picked off. Januska, I believe, knocked it away from Chagrin Falls Tiger Brady Cass, who was in coverage. So it'll be 4th and a Crestwood mile. So I got to say, I like it. I like it. We're seeing a lot more passes, a lot more pass attempts, a lot more deep pass attempts. Callista's got a good arm. He's got good vision. That one just kind of hung up. He's throwing into the wind right now. I think that one just kind of hung up on him a little more than he would have liked, a little more than Januska would have liked too. So 4th and 19. Crestwood's got the football. And it's a handoff to, nope, I was fooled. It was not a handoff. I thought Januska had the football. And Callista attempted a pass to, it looks like it was Luke Zasnewski or Angelo DiNardo. One of the two was down there. I couldn't tell the intended target was, but Zasnewski threw his arms off like maybe he was pushed, but sometimes you get a penalty by just selling it. So he was trying, I think. Chagrin Falls will take over at their own 26-yard line. Josiah Baker checks into the game for the first time tonight. Not for the first time. Oh, first time I've seen him checked in tonight. Sorry. For Crestwood, a sophomore. And let's see. So Chagrin Falls is going to go 4 wide. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. He's got tight end in to the right as well. Goes back in motion going to the left side and was in motion on the play. And it's going to be a quick swing pass. And we got a couple missed tackles, but a whole host of Red Devils there to meet them. Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's Ty Burke was coming up from the bottom, and the announcer just confirmed it for me. Pickup of 7 for the Tigers. I think Ty Berquist got 2 points for the takedown there, but he had a little help. But Ty's also a wrestler, so if you wrestling fans know what that meant. So Chagrin Falls going to stay 4 wide, 3 down here to the right, 1 to the top on the left there. Tight end on the right side, and the quarterback's rolling out. Looks like he's just going to try to keep it himself. Missed hand tackle, but number 4 wide, Januska, going to wrap him up and is going to get credit for a sack, I believe, on that one. No gain, maybe a loss of a yard. So it'll be 3rd and 3 up at the 33-yard line of the Tigers. Clock continues to tick here, but we can't see it. Can't tell you how much time is left on the clock. I do know we are in the 3rd quarter, probably most of the way through it. I'm trying to watch the back judges to see if they give any kind of signal when we're down to a minute or so, but I haven't seen it. So Chagrin Falls has got 3 wide, 2 left, 1 to the right, 2 in the backfield. It's a handoff up the middle. He's looking for some space, but he's not going to find it. He's going to get hit and wrapped up. Loss of another yard, I believe, on that. Mikey Hager on the tackle, along with a brood of Red Devils. Aha, I knew we were getting close. Okay, that is the end of the 3rd quarter here. Jack Lambert Stadium, Crestwood nursing a 8-point lead, 14-6 over the visiting Chagrin City Kitties. My wife keeps telling me no, and I'm going to keep going with it because I like nicknames. Nicknames are cool. It doesn't matter. It rhymes. You know what? You know what? When we play Rootstown, it's going to be the War on 44 is what I'm calling that, too. Because State Route 44, both schools are on State Route 44. So I'm calling it right now. It's the War on 44. I'm getting dumb looks, guys. That means it's not good, but feel free to weigh in and let me know what you think. I'm going with it. Just so you know, I did not break the scoreboard. So Chagrin Falls, they faked a punt, and they're going to hand off, and he's got a little bit of space. He had a guy to beat. He's going to get the first down and then some. Gutsy call. Gutsy call by the Chagrin Falls coaches over there. I give them credit, and it worked. And they're going to have a first down up near the 50-yard line at their own 49. That was almost disastrous. Somebody was in there. I don't have a replay. I'm sorry. Almost had it for a loss or maybe a short gain, but just missed the arm tackle. So Chagrin's going to have a 1st and 10 at the 49 as we second play of the fourth quarter here. Down by 8. Crestwood up 14-6, and it's going to be a handoff up the right off the A gap right there. Ty Berquist on the tackle, but not before about an 8-yard gain. And the running back's a little slow to get up here. Might have tweaked a knee or an ankle. Looks like maybe just a cramp. He's holding it up. I think something just cramped up or hurts. Yeah, that's a cramp. He's just working out that cramp. Some electrolytes. He'll be back. Gives Crestwood a chance to catch their breath. This on defensive side, this is going on a little longer than they expected with that successful special teams plays by the Chagrin Falls Tigers tonight, converting a onside kick, successful onside kick, and a fake punt just a few moments ago. Could be a big difference maker. As this young man is tended to on the field here. They don't look super concerned, so I'm thinking it's just a cramp. He's trying to work it out. If you've ever had one of those Charlie horses, you know it's no joke. And he's up and on his feet. That's number 7, Cole Kramer, for the Tigers. Working his way over to the sideline. He's moving a little quicker now. I think he's working that out. Glad to see it was nothing serious. So it'll be 2nd and 3 Tigers in Crestwood territory again at the 44-yard line. They're staying in that 4-wide formation. It seems to open up a lot in the middle of the field for them. But there are no running backs in the backfield with the quarterback who's by himself, Frankel, and we do have a man in motion, and it's just going to be a quick swing pass to him. It's going to get read, but as a just a minute. Oh, and he's going to get drilled. I think that was Januska that finished him off. He was kind of stood up, and DiNardo stood him up, and I think Januska put his shoulder to the chest there and just drove him back 3 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 6 Tigers. Not in any hurry right here. They do want to score, but they want to run this clock out as much as possible. at the 47-yard line. Got to get to the 41 for a first down. So they're going to stay 4 wide. Got a man in motion from left to right. And that's going to be a false start because we had 2 guys moving when the ball was snapped. So that'll back it up 5 more. So from 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 11 puts them back on their side of the 50. Kind of looked like one of those arena football plays where the one guy is in motion and when they snap the ball. And if you guys remember that. So they're going to stay 4 wide here. Another guy in motion. Frankel's looking his way, but now he's looking over the middle, which I said. He's found something there, and he's running around the referee. We got a hand tackle miss from behind. Going to get driven out of bounds inside the 30 down to about the 25. Chagrin Falls has found something in that middle of the field here that's just working for them. That'll be a first down for the Tigers. And 3rd and 11, they picked up 25. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 27. Well, this game's getting more interesting as it goes on. I thought Crestwood kind of had the handle on everything, and now Chagrin Falls is threatening again with the opportunity maybe to tie it up here. They're going to stay 4 wide. They like this formation. It's working for them. Quarterback's all alone back there, but he's got tight ends. He's got a guy in motion. I think they're going to try the play that it's a little swing pass out to the right, and he's going to just still pick up 5 more yards, 6 more yards on that. And that's all you need, 5 yards at a time. Lancaster on the tackle, but 2nd and 5, getting deeper in Crestwood territory, the 23-yard line. They're staying 4 wide, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. A tight end over on the right side. A guy in motion, left to right. And the quarterback's just going to keep it and run with it right up the middle. He's got some room. Looks like the referee tried to keep him from falling down there. Had his hands out like he was going to cradle him. But that'll be good for a Tiger first down. Deep in Crestwood territory. Now down to the 17. 1st and 10, and we're probably close to midway through the 4th quarter here. Again, if you're joining late or just joining to check up on the scores, we have no official scoreboard here tonight. Apparently the power's, something happened to the power to it. It's not coming on. So we are just guessing how much time is left on the clock here, but they're going to stay. Chagrin Falls going to stay in that 4 wide look here, and he's looking over the middle real quick, and he's got a guy wide open, playing some soft coverage here. And that's going to be close to a first down. I'm going to give him 9 on that one. So it'll just be 2nd and 1 at the 8-yard line. This really has to tighten up here. I mean, he just ran 5 yards, turned around and sat and fell forward, and before he was even touched, really. It was kind of some soft coverage there, which you really can't afford to do this deep back against the wall here. So they're staying the same formation. Guy in motion. Quarterback's going to take it right up the middle, and he's going to be down near touchdown. He got the first down. It's going to be 1st and goal. Tigers down at the 2-yard line. Ty Berquist on the tackle, but this 4 wide set is opening up a lot of stuff in the middle of the field here. It's forcing our linebackers out into coverage and just not getting the gap integrity that we need coming off the line. So they're going to a 3-wide set. They're going to bring 2 running backs in the backfield here with Frankel, the quarterback. Got a man in motion left to right. And just going to block for him. He's going to dive, and I don't think he's going to make it. There's no signal yet. Dove ahead and put the ball out there, which is kind of risky. But picks up 2, but not enough for the first down, or not enough for the touchdown, sorry. 2nd and goal from the 1. Well, he is inside the 1, so my wife said it was 1st and goal to 2, and then they said he gained 2 yards, so she's like, why is he not? So he backs up against the wall here. Crestwood fans, we really got to bring the house now to make this stop. You got going to hand off to number 7, who is going to get hit, and he's trying to dive in, but I think he's short again. He got wrapped up by the legs and tried to spin and throw the ball in, but I think the knee went down as he was trying to dive out across the goal line. Angelo DiNardo wrapping him up there. Not making it easy. The 3rd and goal at the 1. Got to come up big on 2 more plays here. Clock's winding down. I know we're deep into the 4th quarter. A lot has happened in this half. A lot of special teams play on the side of the Chagrin Falls Tigers. They're staying in that 3-wide formation. 2 running backs back here with the quarterback. And he's just going to follow some lead blockers, and still no signal yet. He's close, and there's one. Says he's in. And that's a touchdown for your Chagrin Falls Tigers. Quarterback Max Frankel on the carry. Gets it in on the 3rd try. So that brings your score decision time for the Tigers. I know they have a kicker who's tried to miss an extra point already. They're going to have to go for 2 here to try to tie the game up. And they're going to take a timeout to think it over. Another thing you're missing out on, it's pie night here. I believe the band boosters are selling some pies, $20 a pie. Sitting at home, watching a fantastic high school football game, I'll bet you're wishing you had some pie. You could be here, and you could be eating some of that delicious pie. So keep that in mind next time you want to just stay in and watch the football game from home, when you could come out here to Jack Lambert Stadium, most beautiful high school football stadium in all of Portage County, Ohio. On an absolutely perfect, gorgeous football night here at the end of September. Homecoming night. In case you missed it earlier, homecoming king this year is Damian Richards, and the homecoming queen is Isabella Worm. Congratulations to Damian and Isabella. They get to come back next year and crown the 2026 king and queen. So here we go, 2-point conversion. Crestwood nursing that 2-point lead, and he's going to come, and looks like he's going to convert. Well, we got a flag down. In the area of holding, so that's going to back it up 10, holding against the Tigers. Chance of you can't do that coming from the Crestwood Crazies, who are in all black tonight, like your Red Devils wearing their all black uniforms. Blackout, they call blackout the Jack. So this is going to be a much longer 2-point conversion. On their attempt to tie the game here, probably at least midway through the 4th quarter, maybe more. As soon as I hear somebody announce some time, I will let you know. So they're going to go 4 wide, 3 to the right, 1 to the left, a tight end in there Frankel's going to roll to his right. He's looking downfield. He's got a guy in his face. He throws it over the middle. He's going to get hit, and he's going to get stopped shy of the two-point conversion. So it is no good. Wow, I thought he had a path to the end zone, and a couple of Red Devils just stepped up and smacked him and stopped him and said, not today, son. So the score after the Chagrin Falls touchdown is 14 Crestwood, 12 Chagrin Falls. Okay, so we are more than midway through the fourth quarter. 4 minutes, 54 seconds to go. Just announced here by the new announcer here at Crestwood High School. So I think this is going to be the point where playtime slows way down for Crestwood. Of course, you definitely want to score, put the game out of reach, but at the same time, you don't want to take too many chances. Going to nurse that 2-point lead for all it's worth. See if you can put another point or two on 6 on the board. But definitely take your time doing it. Harrison Horvath, number 27, the kickoff for the Tigers. Luke Zasnewski's back deep for Crestwood. He got Januska up a little bit further up near the 40 in case they try another onside kick here, which was successful. They've had a successful onside kick, a successful fake punt, which has been the reason they've scored twice in the second half, and Crestwood hasn't scored. Went in with a 14-0 lead. Now it's 14-12, and he is going to kick it off, and it's going to sail through the back of the end zone. So it'll be a touchback. A low line drive kick. Crestwood will have it right at the 20-yard line. So 80 yards to pay dirt. Just got to make sure you take care of the football. And what were we going to say, about 4:45 to go after that kick, give or take a second or two in the fourth quarter. A lot of game left when it's only a 2-point difference. I tried going to the normal places, Max Preps and all that, to see some of the local scores, but I was really interested because we play Rootstown next week. I was kind of interested to see how that game was going. It is updated on Max Preps. Berkshire is up 29-7 on Rootstown, which is kind of a shock. We got a handoff here, and I kind of lost it looking at my phone to see what the scores were, and we got a play going. It looks like we're going to pick up about 6 or 7 on the carry. Trying to see who comes up. James Lancaster, the ball carrier. So that's going to change the whole dynamic of the CVC-Valley division. Rootstown was 5-0 coming into tonight, but Berkshire was just 2-3, but man, they're manhandling them. And like I said, you really don't know how you stack up when you haven't played anybody in your division the first half of the season. It's not going to be till you guys get on that same field and see who's got what. So I feel a little bit better about going to Rootstown next week now instead of facing a 5-0 Rootstown. It looks like we'll be facing a 5-1 Rootstown, possibly coming in at 3-2 ourselves if we can hang on to this 2-point lead. So it's a handoff and almost tackle, but he broke a tackle. Is that Bradley? Around the outside, across the 40 to the 45. He's going to get hit and driven out up near the 50-yard line, about the 47. Bobby Bradley picking up 27 on the carry. Check that, 28, be 1st and 10. Crestwood at the 48-yard line. That's a big timely play there from Bob Bradley. Remember that name. You'll see him on the baseball field this spring as well, as probably the best catcher this season in the CVC Valley division, if you had to ask me, which you probably won't. So Crestwood's doing their little shift student body right, and it's going to be a handoff. Waiting to see what number it is. That's probably Lancaster. No, Chris Morey, check that. He's going to plow ahead for about 8 yards. Wow, you really have four guys that can carry the ball and get you yards just about any time you need them between Januska, Lancaster, Maury, and Bradley. Remember when Star Wars Episode 1 came out and we saw the guy, he had 2 lightsabers, like one came out at each end, and we was like, oh, that's cool. Well, imagine you turn on your lightsaber and there's 4. And that's what Crestwood has right now. I'm running out of stuff. I'm by myself tonight, folks. My wife isn't even laughing with me. She's laughing at me. I believe that was Januska on the carry, but he got wrapped up pretty quick by number 51. That is Enzo Fransco of the Chagrin Falls Tigers. And the Tigers are going to take a timeout. They want to see if they can get a stop here and get that football back. So they're going to discuss coverages here because they don't want Crestwood to find a way to pick up those 5 yards and keep this drive alive. But really, I mean, they're being told right now to watch number 4. I promise you, he's one of the leading rushers in the county, one of the leading rushers in the CVC. The kid's, he's got 10 touchdowns coming into the last 2 games. Another one here tonight. They're going to zero in on him. So, and I know, and you know that Coach Jack D'Amato knows that as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if they fake a handoff to him and see if Bradley or Lancaster or Maury, one of these other 3 heads of the 4-headed spear, can get the work done for you. So here we go, 3rd and 5. It's just going to be a handoff right up the middle. He's got some running room, and he busts through. One guy to beat, 20, 15, 10, 5. Are you kidding me? Touchdown, Crestwood! Bobby Bradley, number 20. Mr. Fourth Quarter. Showing up big here tonight. When Crestwood needed a boost, Bobby Bradley got you a big first down, and now the big touchdown to make that lead 8 points with a chance to make it 10 here, as Crestwood will attempt a 2-point conversion. I had a feeling we were a little bit better than that record looked, that 2-3 record. And I had a feeling about the Badgers, too. They're not used to 2-3 is not something you expect out of them anymore. And to just be taking it to Ritztown right now. I lost the football. Oh, no. All right, well, Crestwood's still going to hang on to that 8-point lead. The conversion was no good. But that 8-point lead, courtesy of a 46-yard Bobby Bradley touchdown run. So you're a full possession and a 2-point conversion lead here. Got to be down to 2-something to go in this quarter. We were at 4:45 when Crestwood started the drive. So you're calling on your defense for one big stand here. Tigers look to only have 1 timeout left. They were hoping to stop that 3rd down there. That Bradley ran into the end zone. Yes, the announcer here is giving a shout out to the grounds crew tonight for the way the field looks with the red and white numbers, and on the field it looks beautiful for homecoming. So James Lancaster is going to kick off for Crestwood. Okay, so they announced at 2:15 to go in the game. Crestwood holding on to an 8-point lead. It's going to be a Nice long line drive kick, fielded about the 17, up over the 25 to the 30. He's going to get hit hard and driven back right at the 30-yard line. Zayden Beverly on a stop. Right at the first down at the 29. What a great play there. On the return. Oh, guys, you're missing it too. If you're at home, chicken sandwiches here on sale for $2 a piece. You're missing out, folks. The crazies are in there. I believe that we will win share, and it's getting a little premature here with. Oh, they said we have one. Oh, even worse. Don't say that. And it's a little pass, a swing pass to the outside, going to get hit and drop, but not until he picks up about 6 yards on the play. Chagrin Falls has had some luck the last couple of drives in the middle of the field, just behind the linebackers, and they stay with this 4 wide, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. It draws a linebacker out into coverage. And they tend to be finding stuff over the middle. See the quarterback fakes left, rolls right, picks up the first down outside around the 41-yard line. And it is a Tiger first down. Going to hang on to that last timeout. Wasting a lot of time getting to the line here. Clock should be running. You got a man in motion, 4 wide, 3 to the left, 1 to the right now. 2 guys moving. Boy, they are taking a lot of time to get this play off. And it's just a pass out to, and he's looking for some room. He's got it over the 50 to the 45, down to the 41-yard line of Crestwood. They're wasting a lot of time, though. Number 7, Brady Cass on the reception. Ty Berquist with the tackle for Crestwood. And we are playing some soft coverage here. I'm a little confused why we don't man up a little more, but they're little swing pass again out to the right. It's open. He hauls it in after some fingertip catch down around the 35-yard line. Got to get to the 31 for a first down. Pick up a 6, 2nd and 4, right at the 35. They're staying in that same formation, 4 wide, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. And quarterback's just running up that middle. He is hit. He's trying to reach out and get some more yards out of it. I think they're going to put him down right about the 33. Yep. Got to get to the 31, and they got a guy hopping off the field. Not off the field, hopping back to his feet and hobbling a little bit. So the referees blow the play dead, possibly a false start on Chagrin Falls. Yes, that looks to be the call. So instead of 3rd and 2, you're going to have 3rd and 7. Back at the 38-yard line. Clock should be ticking here. I don't know how much time is left, but we only had a couple minutes when they got possession. So quarterback's looking. I lost the football. Jake Ironman knocked down a pass. Was it right on the line? Oh. So this is it. 4th down for the Tigers. That incomplete pass does stop the clock, but it's 4th and 8. I'm sorry, 4th and 7. They got to get to the 31 for the first down. They have the ball at the 38. There are 24 seconds left in the game, so the game comes down to this play right here. They convert. They're going to hustle back to the line, spike the ball. If they don't convert, game's over. So he's looking left. He's got a guy over the middle. Oh, he converted. Caught at brought down at the 20. Clock is ticking. They're going to hurry up and try to spike it, I believe. Yes, spike the ball, stop the clock. Right at the 20-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Crestwood nursing an 8-point lead. 17 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. 17 seconds. Crestwood up 20-12 on the visiting Chagrin Falls Tigers on homecoming night. We don't have a frame of reference. I would have our scoreboard operator put 17 seconds on our clock, but it's just we don't have an official one to compare it to. So we'll see. So they're going to stay in that 4-wide formation. 1 running back in the backfield just to block. Quarterback's going to roll right. He's got a guy down near the 10, but throws it out of bounds. We're uncatchable. But I believe that's 3rd down and 10 from the 20. I'm going to say there's probably about 12 seconds left. That was probably a 5-second play if I had to guess. 11 or 12 seconds. Oh, they just signaled 12 seconds left. So. So we got a real nail biter here, folks. Getting a little quiet on both sides of the field, down to just 20 yards and 12 ticks left to go. 4 wide for the Tigers. Quarterback Fenzel's looking deep, and he's overshot his guy again. Callista and Zasnewski in coverage in the end zone. That'll bring up 4th down. So I said it once, and I have to say it again. This will be the game right here. About 4 seconds, 6, maybe 6 seconds left on the clock, depending on how quickly they ticked them off of the clock. 7? That was only a 5-second play. Okay. It's still going to come down to this, and the Crestwood crowd is getting loud. Oops. And I just bumped my camera. All right, 4 wide again for the Tigers. It's going to come down to this play, 4th down. He's looking left. He's just going to throw it up. He's going to push off and try to one-hit it, and it's no good. No good. Turnover on downs. No flags on the field. And there are guys down on the field. One of the Tigers getting up a little ginger, but he is walking off. And that will be the final play. Crestwood hangs on to the win. 20, or Chagrin Falls Tigers 12. And that's a final here from Crestwood High School. Folks, I want to thank you for tuning in tonight. It was just me and my wife by ourselves up here. Hopefully by the next home game we'll be back, have everybody back, be able to do a little bit better job for you. But we're so glad you tuned in tonight. Thank you for giving us your time and checking us out. And I believe we didn't have any issues at all with our online stream other than the little bit of issues they had here at the stadium with the scoreboard. But, man, what a exciting game. This is what I've been looking forward to because the last couple weeks have been big, giant wins, averaging about 40 points of each victory. So this couldn't have come at a better time against a better team. Both teams 2-3 coming into tonight. But the Berkshire Badgers, also 2-3, are manhandling the Rootstown Rovers, who are 5-0 coming into tonight. So you really kind of like the way you're sitting. Crestwood gets back to even at 3-3 on the season. They're going to be sitting there with Berkshire at 3-3. Rootstown's going to fall to 5-1, and I don't know the score yet of Kirtland, but if I had to guess, they're 6-0. So we're right in the thick of things, folks. Kind of a slower start to the season than we had hoped, but we're right back in it. What a amazing and fun night for football. Too bad you weren't here, but thank you again for tuning in. We appreciate you. We do it all so you can watch, and hopefully you enjoy. So thanks again. Crestwood's doing my favorite thing where they hold their helmets up and The band plays the alma mater. Thanks again for tuning in, folks. My name's Jason Honeycutt, my wife, Monica. Try this again. Thanks again, folks, for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Crestwood comes away with a big victory tonight to get back to 500. Final score here from Jack Lambert Stadium: Crestwood 12, Chagrin Falls Tigers. I'm sorry, Crestwood 20, Chagrin Falls Tigers 12. I didn't have a scoreboard to look at. I hope they get this figured out with the official stadium scoreboard here. It just didn't come on tonight, so. Congratulations to head coach Jack D'Amato, assistant coaches. I could name them all, but I'd be here all night. But what a big victory, and it was a team victory. I mean, how many guys carried the ball tonight? You already had that three-headed monster with Januska, Lancaster, and Bradley, and now you got some Chris Morey in the mix. Future's looking good. I'm excited about the next couple of weeks. So I will not be broadcasting it, but we hope to see you in Rootstown. The War on 44, as I'm going to call it. I don't know if my wife likes that one or not. She didn't like the Chagrin City Kitties, my nickname for Chagrin Falls. That was not a slight. I'm not slighting the Chagrin Falls Tigers. I have nothing but respect for them guys. But I do, again, thank everybody for tuning in and hope to see you in Rootstown next week. If not, we'll see you back here in 2 weeks as we take on the 3-3, currently 3-3 Berkshire Badgers. And that should be one heck of a game. It's going to mean a lot more now knowing that Rootstown is no longer undefeated. So thanks again for tuning in. I'm starting to feel a little bit of raindrops, so I got to clean this stuff up. God bless everybody. Have a good evening.